What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here. Welcome back to the channel. So of course I got another review on the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter 2 Ultra Ryu, or Ryu depending on how you want to say it. So again, like I was saying in my previous video, is that this is my first time with these Storm Collectibles action figures. And I gotta say, they're really great. I mean, I love them. I think they're really awesome. And so here we have Ryu. I'm just gonna call him Ryu. And so here you got the package. You know, you got the picture art there of Ryu. You can see him right there with all of his accessories. And then, of course, on the side there, you got another picture of Ryu. And of course, there's Street Fighter 2 Ultra. And then, of course, on the back side here, you have all the different accessories, excuse me, that come with Ryu, and of course all the different poses. And so really cool. And of course on the side is the same thing. You got a picture of Ryu. So yeah, so let's go ahead, open up this box and check out this figure. Alright, so there's Ryu out of the box, and man, I'm a big fan of these Storm Collectibles, man. I know this is my second one, but they look really good. I mean, just look at that. That looks really clean. So as you can see, he does have that background of his own stage there. So this is Ryu's stage, and so I love that, you know, it's pixelated, you get that, and I think that's a great addition. So hopefully, I'm guessing that they're gonna do that for every character, and I think that's a cool addition. You know, if you could use this to photograph or just use it to kind of display your figure, and I think that's a great addition. There is a flip side to this, and I didn't show you with the kin, but there is kind of like that KO, you know, knockout, you know, screen there. So it's not too bad, but the only problem I have is just that this touches the box, and so there's a little bit of kind of like the print ink, it kind of rubbed off there, and especially since it's white. So but not a big deal. I mean, mostly I would probably use it for this side right here. I think that's really cool, so definitely want to take some photographs using that. And another thing, I'm gonna go over the accessories. And so one thing I've noticed right off the bat when taking out Ryu and checking him out and everything like that is that his fireball, his Hadouken, is way different than you know, Kin's. So here's his, and I brought out Kin's Hadouken, or his fireball, and you can see there's a huge difference there. So obviously this one's like a little bit lighter in the blue color, and then this one's a little bit darker, but this one's more elongated and it's got more of a trail into it, and this one's a little bit more short and fat and not really much of a trail. And so very interesting. I like that they're paying attention to that, and that each one has their own different unique fireball, and they didn't just slap on and throw, you know, the same fireball, whatever. So that's really cool. I like that they did that. Of course, you get the same stand, so you have the base, and then you have different segments of the pose, so you could kind of adjust the height on how you want to display your fireball. Now the accessories are almost kind of, well, really honestly they're the same as Ken. So you do get 4 interchangeable hands, and then you get 4 interchangeable faces. So of course, you know, by default he has the fist on, and then of course you get a set of more kind of like the open hand, you know, hands there with the fingers. And then you do get another kind of semi-closed set of hands with the fingers, and of course these are soft plastic, so it's kind of cool. And then of course you have the one for his Hadouken, or his special attack move, so really cool. And so those are the 4 that you get. Now for the faces, of course, you know, you do have his serious face there, you know, kind of looking badass there, so he's ready to duke it out. And then of course you get this one where he's, you know, kind of you know, more tense, maybe, you know, he's doing his special attack, so really nice. I don't know, the eyes look a little crooked, I don't know, but overall not too bad, not too bad. And then of course you have more of a tense face there, so really good. And I love the hair, how it looks, it's really nice. And of course, if you notice, each one don't have their tails. You do get 3 of these extra tails, and so you could just, you know, put it right into the peg hole, and then you could just kind of manipulate it however you want. Oops. So each one does have their own, and then of course Ryu has his on right now. And of course my favorite face is the one at the continuation screen. When you lose, he looks all beat up, so really awesome. I love it. I think that's a great addition. And so overall, I think it looks great. You know, I brought Ken out too, just to compare, you know, side by side, and you know, I think they look amazing. They look really, really clean, so I have no issues with that. So let's check out Ryu here. So really cool. I love his gi because it's white, but at the same time it's super dirty. And then here at his belt, there's that nice detail there. I have no idea what it says, but I think that's really cool. And then of course, you know, the articulation, excuse me, is pretty much the same. There's no difference because obviously they're kind of like the same body style. So head can't really look too much up, but definitely could look down. Left and right's not an issue. He does have like that butterfly joint at the shoulders, so not too bad. So he's got a good range of motion. You could get his hands really nice, get his arms, excuse me, really close together. So that's kind of cool, like he's ready to box it out. He does have at the upper bicep, he does have a swivel, and then of course he has a double joint at the elbow, which I didn't see that the first time. And then of course, you know, nice rotation at the wrist, so really cool. And then of course at the abs, he really could crunch his abs, so that's really cool. And then of course he could flex his back, so that is really good. This top part, of course, is all one piece, so you can't really take it off. But it is a soft plastic, which I like because it doesn't really hinder the movement. It just kind of moves with the figure, so that's really cool. And then down at the legs, you know, you could have them do the splits there, and then really can't kick too high up, but I would say that's probably like the highest right there. Of course, at the knee, he does have a double joint, and then at the ankle, it's on a ball joint, and then you do have that one joint right there, kind of like at the toes, that goes up. It doesn't go down, it just goes up, and then it just kind of flattens out. So I mean, overall, I think the movement, and you could hear that this figure is super tight, but I mean, I think it looks really, really sick. I love the way, you know, it looks. The aesthetics are really clean. Figure is really nice. And, you know, one thing I didn't say when I was doing the review on Ken is that these guys got some weight to them. So they got some weight. They're really, really heavy. So, I mean, that's a good thing. So obviously you could get them in some really sweet poses there. This one's looking really good right there. So I mean, these guys are extremely good. I love them. I highly recommend them if you're looking to get some really nice Street Fighter figures. So I think they're really good. So I mean, I don't know, you guys let me know, you guys gonna plan to get any, or you know, if you're just gonna pass it up, or do you have the SH Figure Arts Street Fighter? Because that's the one I didn't pick up because I really wanted to try out you know, Storm Collectibles, and so far right now I'm very pleased with them. I have no issues. They're really tight figures. They're really sculpted really good. The paint's good, and I think they come with a good amount of accessories. The only thing usually that SH Figure Arts supplies with their figures is of course a stand if you want to kind of have them doing some kind of dynamic poses, but you know, the Storm Collectibles doesn't really have it. You only get the stand for the special effects, but I don't have an issue with that because, you know, obviously I got tons of stands from other figures that I could use. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.